What up, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Cole. So, breaking news today. It's a strong possibility that we will be releasing Amari Cooper from our football team to save money. Now, let me go ahead and keep it real with you. They will cut Amari Cooper. I believe they was never fond of Amari Cooper. Whenever Jerry and Stephen Jones say, we like our guys, they mean it. They mean it because that's all who they're going to pay. Amari Cooper, in their eyes, isn't one of their guys. They like the guys that they drafted. Not traded for, but drafted. That's why they always get paid. So they're making room to pay CeeDee Lamb in the long run. They trying to cut up a big deal for Michael Gallup, who's coming off of a torn ACL injury, and probably won't be ready for training camp in the preseason. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised of them getting rid of Amari Cooper. I hate it. It wasn't one of my decisions. I would have rather us got rid of DeMarcus Lawrence. But DeMarcus Lawrence is one of their guys. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep him around. That's just how it is. You know, they're going to keep their guys. That's how they operate with the Cowboys. They operate that way. You know what I'm saying? Unless you mind-blowing, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And we all saw this coming. We knew it was, a speculation of this coming. But, yeah, so what does this mean for us in the draft? Well, the talking heads are going to feast on this today because they still got their shows going on. And it's Friday, so it's going to brew over the weekend, and they really going to come at it next week. And I'm going to tell you what the talking heads are going to say. The Dallas Cowboys are going to go for the best wide receiver in the draft. They might pull some crazy scenarios about us trading up or something to get a wide receiver, which would make sense because there's plenty of them out here. But they going to basically be like, the Dallas Cowboys got to get another wide receiver, or they need to get one in free agency. Now, who can we get that can be a solid number one? Say, for instance, Michael Gallup's healthy. We have Michael Gallup. We got CeeDee Lamb. But we need a dog. We need a dog. We don't need an upcoming rookie hoping that he's going to be okay. No, we need a veteran threat at the wide receiver position that's going to make some noise. We can't afford to be working with an upcoming star. We already have an upcoming star, and that's CeeDee Lamb. That's what we want him to be. We need a dog that can open CeeDee Lamb up. Because especially if we continue with the play scheme that Kellen Moore is doing. Because right now the play scheme that Kellen Moore has is, all, basically wide receiver by committee. Or they want to go ahead and, try to put a lot of attention on one receiver so another receiver can get all the catches and stuff. That's basically how he operates. Instead of just giving the ball to your best receiver, he like to spread it out. I was all in for that, and that's good to do with weaker teams. But when you got better teams out there that know how to kind of isolate that, you need to be able to give it to your playmaker, the best playmaker on the team. So I'm frustrated about it because all we had to do, this was it's the way how they did it. This is a move to basically make Amari Cooper the scapegoat. They was upset about Amari Cooper not getting vaccinated. They was upset. They didn't like the fact that Amari Cooper sometimes, the talk always be, well, he never shows up on the road, just at home, and sometimes he be in and out. And I admit that he does. But this season, he really has been available. I remember at the Viking game, he did have a pulled hamstring. And guess what? Man, that dude fought to the end. He did what he had to do. He was stretching out, his calves. his you know what I'm saying, his hamstring and whatnot to get that they get that game winning touchdown pass. He was committed to win that game. He put that game on his back. You know what I'm saying? And that I can respect. So let me tell you about how I feel how things gonna be. So I feel like Amari Cooper gonna go to a better scheme team that know how to use him. Because see, he was the scapegoat with Dallas. Because they love their boy Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore did not know how to use Amari Cooper. Kellen Moore did not know how to use Amari Cooper. That's why they getting rid of Amari Cooper. Because they didn't know how, he don't know how to use him. So they gonna be like, well, we won't Kellen Moore around. So Amari Cooper, you gotta bounce, bruh. You gotta, and plus you making all this money. Nah, man, we gotta get you out. That's what they doing. I hate the politics in this organization. I love this team, but I hate the politics, and it really pisses me off whenever they do make business decisions like this, because they costing the team just so they can keep their buddies around in the office. They want to be sons. They love Kellen Moore. They're not gonna get rid of him, and I fear that he may be the head coach of this team one day. I really fear that because they giving him way too much pull. Amari Cooper should not be the player to be cut. I always said DeMarcus Lawrence will be an easier cut for us. We still would save some money because we can get it's so many edge rushers out here that we can get. We missed the guy for almost 10 games? And we were still winning without him. Now, when he came back, I give him his props. He came in and dominated. But he was out the majority of the season. We got Dan Quinn that can go ahead with his scheme. He can get any average Joe edge rusher with a Michael Parsons, built around to make something happen. We could have did without DeMarcus Lawrence and kept Amari Cooper and just did better on offense. But hey, it is what it is, We just gotta sit here and sit there. But I hope they have a plan. Because when they cut Dez Bryant, they did not have a plan. And that's what I'm afraid of. Because was it 2018? We didn't have a plan for without Dez Bryant. They cut Dez Bryant. They drafted Allen Hurns, and that's what they didn't draft. They signed Allen Hurns, and they had got some dude, I think Deontay Burton or something, and man, them dudes couldn't even catch, man. But Allen Hurns, he was okay, but man, we were losing. We had to give up a first-round pick to get Amari Cooper. That turned our season around. Because we got him in the bye week. After that bye week, we played Tennessee. We lost that game, but we were still kind of close in it. And after that, we took off. Made it to the playoffs and won a playoff game. Like, this is what I'm saying. And this is before Kellen Moore was calling plays. He was just a quarterback's coach. I just hope they have a plan. They need to fix the wide receiver. Right now, they need a number one wide receiver. Because CeeDee Lamb is not that yet. He's not a number one wide receiver. He still has to develop. Now, he's good, but he's not that threat. People aren't scared of CeeDee Lamb. We can spread CeeDee Lamb around and get him in gadget plays and stuff like that. And I'm cool with them, hopefully pulling their approach the same way San Francisco does with Deebo Samuel. They do with CeeDee Lamb, and he wants that. But we still need a dog. Michael Gallup is good. I like him, but he's a number 3. He ain't no number 1. He a number 3 receiver. He good at the fade ball. He is, but we can use him when people are less, he can be on a weaker corner. We need a number 1 wide receiver. So they really need to address that. I'd rather not them address it in the draft. I want them to address it in free agency. And it has to be somebody good that can catch a ball. It don't need to be none of these cheap guys that they bargain shop. They need to find one. If they want to try to go ahead and cut Amari Cooper, they need to get a wide receiver they can get in at a good 1-year deal and see where we can go with that. Until CeeDee Lamb does develop into a number 1, then we can work with something, you know what I'm saying, and build up. But we need a dog. But just let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe to this channel. I'm really trying to build it up. Tell me about your frustrations so we can, be frustrated together. All right, that's enough. I got to get back to work. I just had to come outside and vent. But hey, y'all be easy. Cowboy Nation up top.